Greenland was first settled by the Paleo-eskimos, also known as Arctic small tool tradition people. They arrived from what is now Canada around 2500 BCE and lived in small mobile groups that hunted marine life, particularly seal, whale, and walrus. Their descendants, the Dorset culture, continued in the region, evolving new technologies for surviving in the harsh Arctic climate, including more advanced tools for hunting. Around the first millennium CE, the Thule culture emerged. The Thule people are direct ancestors of today's Inuit. They developed the harpoon, kayak, and igloo, making it possible to thrive in Greenland's Arctic environment. Greenland's Norse history began around 980 CE, when Eric the Red established the first Norse settlement. He called the area Greenland to attract settlers. The Norse primarily inhabited the southwestern coast, establishing 2 colonies. They thrived for centuries, farming, hunting, and trading with Europe. They raised cattle and sheep, but struggled as the climate cooled. By the 15th century, the Norse colonies began to decline. Scholars debate the causes, environmental factors, isolation, and conflicts with the Inuit. The last known records date to around 1408, and the settlements likely disappeared by the 15th century. After the Norse disappeared, Greenland was largely forgotten by Europe for several centuries, but it was rediscovered by explorers like the Danish and Dutch in the 16th century. Martin Waldseemüller's map first depicted Greenland as part of a European worldview. In 1721, Hans Agedi, a Danish-Norwegian missionary, arrived in Greenland to spread Christianity among the Inuit and reassert Danish control. Agedi's efforts led to the founding of Godthab, which would become the capital. Greenland was officially declared a colony of Denmark in 1721, although Danish presence remained limited to coastal areas, while the interior was largely controlled by the Inuit. Throughout the 19th century, Greenland's status as a colony continued, but its population and economy remained small. Missionaries played a significant role in establishing churches and schools among the Inuit population. Danish merchants and settlers expanded in Greenland, but traditional Inuit lifestyles and trade with European countries persisted, particularly whaling. During World War II, Denmark was occupied by Nazi Germany. This led to Greenland becoming strategically important for the United States, which built air bases in Greenland to counter German U-boat operations in the Atlantic. Greenland was also part of the North American defense system, which solidified its relationship with the United States post-war. After World War II, Greenland's economy was poor, relying on hunting and fishing. Danish authorities invested in infrastructure, including roads and airports. The 1950s and 1960s saw mining, fishing, and Danish aid transform Greenland. Greenland's relationship with Denmark strained as identity and autonomy grew. In 1979, Greenland gained home rule, allowing limited self-governance. Greenland managed internal affairs like education and healthcare, while Denmark controlled foreign policy and defense. In 2009, Greenland gained self-government, increasing autonomy over natural resources. It became the world's largest autonomous region with its own parliament. Kalaallisut is the official language, and Inuit culture is experiencing a revival. The economy relies on fishing, with growing interest in mining. Resource debates are contentious due to environmental concerns. Greenland remains under Danish control for foreign relations and defense. Climate change is a pressing issue.